but they'll still drink water and like do all of that though.
That's cheating. That's absolutely cheating. Unless it's like they've got like a good reason why, like, oh, I have to drink water. I work out in the sun all day. Like, I get that, but otherwise, nah, man.
I know, I figure. I mean, it's just kind of like my one friend who's Jewish, but really doesn't really practice. She just like does the holidays, and I was like, okay.
I I get it. My brother has called me barely Muslim myself, which, hurtful, but but at the same time, if you're gonna do like the holidays, you gotta do the bare minimum at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
Jeez, you sound so enthused.
By the way, Peach,
Hey, man.
I can like barely hear you.
Yes.
Hey, Peach is talking?
Yeah.
Just barely heard him.
I haven't heard him once.
I heard it. I
Hey.
heard Muslim, and that's it.
Blah, blah, blah.
He's
Yeah,
quiet.
you're so quiet.
I don't know why I'm quiet. Hold up.
I'm gonna.
I even have you
go
at,
get
Girl, Lily. Good girl. Did you eat something?
I have Peach at 126% on Discord, and I still can not really hear him all that well. You're not using like a different mic or anything, are you?
Come here, baby girl.
Nope.
Let's move right away from me.
I'm gonna keep my headphones on, but I'm gonna go get water. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Feel free to start the recap, or just
Yep.
start the session, whatever you like. All right.
Yep.
Come here, my baby.
We
snuggle.
are definitely going to do that.
Am I still really quiet?
No, actually.
Better.
Okay. I didn't do anything, so I don't know what happened.
I mean, I don't think anybody really did anything egregious except for maybe Zara, but
I think he was talking about his headphones, but yeah.
oh. Okay.
Zara did let an arrow fly. Don't know if it hits yet, because I said, okay, I'm letting that arrow fly, and you said, end session.
Yes, I did say that. Yeah, that was a good time to end it. Not only because, well, I mean, we'll see the result of that attack there, and the emotions that might come from it. We'll see. But anyways, to recap where we were last week, you arrived at House Incabulos. You had a near-death foray over a river of lava. You almost fell into it. You went into an anti-magic wall. Luckily, the area inside the wall, also known as the manor, magic still works there, at least as far as you know. And you have definitely discovered that you're being scryed constantly. And when you went inside, you were greeted by a servant who went to summon the Lord Eros, Lord of House Incabulos. And he decided that he would see you. And so the servant ushered you inside. This place was gothically beautiful and immaculate, and it's kind of dim, but there's like a lot of bright colors, so it's almost like this opulent place, almost royalty in a way. But you were led to a study with a fireplace that was roaring, and sitting in a chair watching the fire was Lord Eros himself, which actually, let me get a picture of him, which I do have. Anyways, so negotiation, I wouldn't even really call it negotiations. You have started a conversation with him, talking about your arduous journey here, and that he kind of started in on how you've come a long way, and he knows a lot about your journey. Oh, one moment. You guys can fill in the rest while I do something real quick.
I do believe we like as we were settling into our roles, talking with Lord Eros, Mr. Golden Armor, the guy from
Yeah.
who leads the undead army, stepped out of nowhere.
Yep.
And yeah, I do
And
believe.
Zara tried hitting him. I don't think a 17 would probably hit though.
I have acquired a new, updated version of what this guy, Zegrath, looks like. He is definitely... he's not a pretty man,
He's dead.
Yep.
I don't expect that.
but he definitely looks kind of very unique in his appearance and what he's wearing and how he carries himself. Let me just get this. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. So here's Lord Vendrick Eros. Let me just drop his file in there. Of course, there's a bunch of hoops I have to jump through because I have all my stuff sorted in different folders. Okay, here is...
Oh, I just started using new stuff called Obsidian for note taking.
Is that a... What is that?
It's a free download onto your computer, and you can make files within files and within files, and you can even make a web of interconnected links.
Okay. That sounds fun.
It's really good.
Maybe I'll check it out. What's it called?
Obsidian.
Obsidian.
It's free too.
All right, so Lord Vendrick looks like this. Kind of, he's a half-elf, middle-aged. He's got a scar on his face.
And he's vampy, right?
Yeah, he's a little vampy. He doesn't, like,
Yeah.
exude vampirism, but he definitely looks a little bit pale and definitely kept away from sunlight for a while. And then stepping out from the shadows to observe the conversation is none other than this man.
Damn. Creepy.
Yes, he
Cool.
he just folds his arms across his chest and just kind of stands there at
I
attention.
get that.
Oh, I also just remembered that Jane is not in the room with us. She was out in the hall.
Oh yeah,
she's
Quote
not-
Jane
unquote
wants
finding
to-
the bathroom.
Yeah, what were you trying to find besides
Gotta
the
find
bathroom?
Well, I was going. I don't know. I was just kind of searching around. I
Yeah,
do have to go do something real quick. So do something else first, because I gotta go change. up
I'm
some
gonna
more.
immediately say that a servant is gonna find you and say, "What are you doing out here? You can't be here."
Check or something.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll just say.
I
that
just
you-
got lost on my way back. You know.
Yeah. Well, the Lord is taking audience in the study, which is back that way.
Oh, that makes sense. I feel like I haven't seen these halls before.
Would you like me to show you the way?
Do you know?
Oh
the-
yes, please. That'd be lovely.
Okay, and he shows you back and ushers you
way?
back into the study. My lord, this one was wandering the corridors looking, as they said, for a washroom. And then Lord Eros just kind of chuckles a little bit. Bring him back in.
Excuse me.
Alright.
Her.
He looks to you, Keel.
Sorry.
Kelchi like nudges Keel and whispers, "They got the hat on."
So anyways, you loosed an arrow, Zara.
Yes.
Straight at Zagrath?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack roll.
It was a
Already did
17.
Oh, it was a 17. Okay.
I
Then the arrow is going to fly straight and true, just like you had intended it. And it's heading straight for his head. But in one quick motion, he reaches up and snatches it out of the air before it hits him.
Yum.
And at this moment, Lord Eros, he just says, must we begin with hostility? You carry fire in your veins, yes, but let us not ignite it too soon. I would much rather we speak as civilized beings. May I offer
can
you
we
some
be
wine?
How can we be civilized when you're a bloodsucker?
Kelty's already also like half a second away from pouncing.
Yep. Then he's just going to say, yes, that. I was hoping we wouldn't get to that topic too soon, but if you insist. Zara, do you have anything you'd like to say to Lord Eros currently before he continues?
So I recognize him as somebody who destroyed my village, right? No?
You
I'm trying to
don't.
remember.
You've never seen him before, but you have heard from several sources that the raid on your village and the massacre, as well as the after effects of all of that, all of it started with House Incabulos, apparently. At least that's the rumor.
Okay.
You presume that, seeing as this guy is the lord of the house, that he probably had a hand in it, or if not, gave the order. So if you have anything you would like to add.
Sorry, Chris was talking to me. He was harassing me because I have a midterm that's due at 3 a.m. And he's like, that doesn't look like your midterm. And I was like, yeah, I have a 2-hour time limit. I'm doing it after this. Okay. Sorry, brain work. Okay. You're the reason that my entire village is gone.
He says, an unfortunate decision at the time, but it was not butchery. It was necessary. Do you think your family merely perished? Lost to the ash and the blade? No. They serve a far greater purpose now.
Out of character. Her family, she buried them. They came back to life and she killed them again.
Correct. You did. But you don't know exactly the circumstances of either them coming back to life or anything that happened in the time period where you were not around.
Okay.
He's going to be filling in some gaps for you.
Oh god. I don't like this.
Zora has the helm. This is her backstory.
My brain is not braining. Okay.
So he says they serve a far greater purpose now.
What purpose? To feed the worms in the dirt?
No, on the contrary. You have seen them, haven't you? The ones who follow you. I believe you call them the Taken.
Oh,
Have you not wondered why they haunt you so persistently?
No, that's not. They came back, but I killed them again.
You've only seen half-truths. Your family, everyone you know, they were all used to meet an end.
Zara grips her bow a little tighter.
You think I'm lying, don't you? Or maybe I'm
think
just trying to get under your skin.
Can I insight him?
Sure. You may. Everyone can insight him if they wish.
Yay! Insight.
Okay.
25.
I don't need insight to know that you're a motherfucker.
27.
You really think he has children?
Damn, how the hell did I have a plus 13 and you
What?
still got higher than me, crazy.
Well, if he's a motherfucker, then he must have kids.
It doesn't mean that he.
Go ahead.
What? the brain ain't braining right now. What the fuck, man?
Same.
So,
If he's a motherfucker, then he fucked a mother.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he had kids with the mother. She might have been a pre-mother, you know?
we'll start
Oh,
on the lower
true.
end of the insight spectrum here. First off, Keel, you've kind of dealt with people like this in the past, people that might come off as manipulative or at least use their position of power to get what they need. This doesn't feel like that. This feels like he's being helpful in a kind of sinister way and also not really holding back any truths. It seems he's being sincere from what you can tell. Jane, same deal, but Zara and Sid, you both know without a shadow of a doubt that everything he's telling you now is truth. And he wants you to know it because he wants you to make a decision going forward. With your insight checks, I will also give you the information here. Though Zegrath is here ready to solve any problems that might arise, it seems both of them right now have no hostility towards you.
Darkbean has hostility towards them.
Damn.
Well, that is understandable. So what you were going to say something after he said that?
Oh, I don't disbelieve that you thought that they had served a better purpose and that you are telling the truth. I just believe that you're a bastard.
The raising of your home was a regrettable affair, truly. Though I wonder, did you ever ask yourself why it happened? Did you ever stop to think that maybe there was a bigger question needing answers? You chase ghosts, but ghosts have no answers, only echoes. If you want the truth, you must listen to me. And he gestures kind of with a smile and points towards himself. He looks all giddy, like he has information that you absolutely want, and he knows it.
He narrows her eyes and just stares.
Tell me, if I offered you a chance to speak with them again, would you take it?
That wouldn't be them.
How do you know? You're so sure of these things. You only are sure of what you saw, what you can see with your own two eyes, and what you experience. You see, it was not a mere slaughter. It was transformation. Did you not recognize them when they came for you the first time?
The first time.
If you all will recall, way back in the beginning of the campaign, when the Taken first showed themselves to you on the bridge going through Christenland, you had defeated them briefly, and their forms dissipated and returned to wherever they came from, and one of them called out to you something about... They called out to you saying something about it might be too late or something. I think that's what was said, but I also remember saying that one of you recognized the voice.
I think I recognized a face.
Well, there's more to the Taken than you've learned thus far, at least until now.
I'm guessing they're people from our past now.
Oh.
Well, you'll see.
They are the souls of many. So I'm guessing.
So, anyways, go ahead.
My brain is like having a hard time wrapping around this because like she thought that she killed them in their undead form and like got rid of the bodies so they couldn't come back to life.
Yeah, but then you left the bodies there and moved on.
And just because you kill the bodies doesn't mean you got rid of the soul.
And don't forget that this was also around the time, or just around the time where the awakening had already happened and undeath was kind of rampant. And you didn't quite understand what was going on with it. And, I mean, the shard was a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying...
Yes, so even after she killed their undead forms could still come back. Oh, God.
More or less, they're... how do I reveal this without revealing what I'm trying to... Yeah. Let's just say that your parents' death, their first one, was intentional. And their second one, the one you gave them, was circumstantial.
Okay.
So their first one was meant to accomplish something.
Yeah.
Whatever happened after that was essentially null because the pieces are falling into place, Zara, that you have reason to believe that maybe one or more of your family members are taken.
No, not poor little Zaraphine. Okay. She is going to just be absolutely horrified. On the verge of a mentee bee, my guy.
Lord Eros sees you kind of get anxious and angry at the same time, and he just continues with more, I wouldn't call them quips, but maybe dark wisdom. He says, "Your oaths tell you to destroy us. And yet here you are, hesitating. Because deep down you already know the truth. Your vengeance is misplaced. I know what happened that night. My friend here," and he points to Zegrith, "he knows what happened that night. And that is why..." Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was like, she was just gonna like draw her bow and be like, then talk.
Eros says, "My question that I posed earlier, you never answered. If you had the chance to see them again, would you take it?"
Question. Just real quick. That mirror that we found in the tower or whatever.
In the rod of security, yep.
In the rod of security, that was her mother. voice or like an echo of her mother, like when she was younger, right?
You don't know what it was, but you are 100% certain that it's your mother talking through that mirror.
So she's already spoken to her mother at least.
You also don't know the parameters of the mirror yet. It hasn't been identified in any way. But
You got on that.
the only...
I think we did identify it in the rod. Or no, maybe we identified just the shard. I thought we did both.
It was the shard that you identified.
Yeah. Just
I think we
hard.
had a talk about the mirror and then, but not identified it.
They got distracted by other stuff.
So we'll reveal that at a later time, all of that. But you're wondering. Okay, so there's obviously some connection to everything that's happened to you and what he's talking about right now. He doesn't know that you have the mirror, it seems, and he certainly doesn't know anything about what's happened with the mirror because he doesn't know it exists. So you can assume that while the information he's giving you is possibly another way of seeing your mother again. Or, yeah.
Or like her father too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've already learned that Incabulos is the god of death and pestilence, so... let's just... We're going to continue this conversation.
Yeah.
Do you have any anything you want to say in retort? Or anybody, really, have anything they want to say in that?
I'm just trying to, because I don't think Zara would trust it.
Okay. Even with your insight check, knowing that he's not shitting you at all.
Like, yes, but I don't think, like, sure, he's not shitting us, but at the same point, I don't think he's gonna do something out of the goodness of his heart, you know? Like, like, she is very suspicious of him. He's admitted to raising her village. Like, yes, he's saying that he had to do it for some greater purpose, but again, it's just like she's pissed off at fate already about the greater purpose or whatever like they're supposed to be.
Right.
And now like he's like, oh, would you like to talk to your family? And it's like, why? I feel like you're manipulating me.
Oh, there's no doubt he's trying to manipulate everybody here. But it's what he will be offering that might cause all of you to second guess. So he's going to say, through a much higher facet of our existence, I have had my life prolonged. Zegrath here too. We serve Incabulos, god of death. And like him, we exist beyond what should. And he has deemed you all worthy of fulfilling a request of sorts. I can speak for him, our Lord, in his place, and offer you a reward. But you have to be willing to listen. Do you want to know what he offers?
If it's anything less than I will not destroy the world, I'm not interested.
Is-
Go ahead.
You say that he has prolonged your life. What happens when he dies? Because, as you know, the gods are dying, and they're dying fast.
That's the point. I think they want us to do what we're already planning on doing, kind of.
Your friend here is wise. Incabulos, though he grows more powerful as well because of the undead plague, He also recognizes power for what it is. And Vagos must be stopped. Or else, well, there won't be anything but death, except under his control. That's not something Incabulos, nor the gods that balance him, wish to have happen. For the sake of death, death is calling upon you to help him cheat it. And he smiles at that.
And
Does
what will we-
Vegas know?
Okay, I think.
He says, I am not certain. I do know that our Lord is adamant that this problem be extinguished, and quickly. He will not, of course, let you go unrewarded, should you succeed in your task of vanquishing him. So at this point, you guys have a choice. This is going to be a path, so to speak, that will define the rest of the campaign. He is offering basically a sort of I guess, pseudo-allegiance.
A deal with the devil?
Or a truce, yes. Deal with the devil to help them stop Vagos from doing what he's doing, because the god of death, I mean, again, you know, there's a ton of undead in the world, and he is clearly gaining power, but it will not be anything compared to Vagos, because Vagos has access to all of it. And so that's a problem for the gods. So the god of death is helping, or wishing you to help him kind of make it so this doesn't perpetuate itself and become a bad thing for all of the cosmos.
As a character, didn't one god already die?
Yeah.
Yep. Got
And
it.
then yeah, in Campbellus, wasn't it?
No.
No.
It was it was probably something like very.
It was
Like
like, a lower
plaguey,
level god, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
lesser deity. It was like
Typhus or something.
yeah,
Typhon.
I think so. The
Wait.
Go ahead.
A harvest god, wasn't it?
Yes, I think so. Actually, yeah. I think that is correct.
Harvest. I thought it was plagues. Damn.
Okay. So
Yeah, it looked like a falling star or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Lord Eros,
He looks mad uncomfortable right now.
yeah, he's going to say the prospect of such a feat to be called upon by death itself doesn't come around every day. What say you? Do you wish to be emissaries of death and put a stop to Vagos before all is truly lost? Or do you want to keep past enmities burning bright? Zegrith here, I'm sure, would prefer the latter. And you just see Zegrith grin with this fucking vampire toothy grin. He's all sunken in shit, and he
What's
if
in?
I will say, as an option, You guys can totally go whatever way you want to go. I will support it. You can attack him here, try and kill him. You can attack everybody, try and kill them. You can go with their excuse me, their deal. Or you can go some other route that I haven't thought of and say fuck it all. But I will also say, DM to player, that this fight, if you do choose to fight Zegreth, will absolutely be the toughest that you've faced thus far.
Jesus, oh god. Okay.
Which isn't to say you can't do it.
It's gonna be mighty hard though.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see, I don't know whether or not we should pop off, but I definitely am leaning towards fuck these guys. Anybody else?
And of course,
Zara?
Sorry, just a quick thing. You could accept and then double cross them, and like you can play this however you want.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Zara is going to ask, before I agree with anything, why? Why did your god want to kill my village? What was the point?
It wasn't personal, my dear.
What's it personal?
It was what was decreed long before you or I, or anybody, for that matter, existed. It was written into her fate.
Oh my god. Zem?
You get the trigger word?
I swear to god.
Yeah, exactly. It's not personal. It's just business.
Bruh. Bruh.
But surely there was a reason for it. It's not just fate.
Sorry, I heard "oh my god" from Tristan was helping the kid out. What did I miss?
He said
Zim
the F
said the
word.
F word.
No, Zim.
I did.
Also,
I hope
Zim,
I
can you
didn't.
check my DM.
I hope I didn't damage anybody's ears.
I didn't hear it, so it didn't hurt me at all.
Enjoy that.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, no. Key looks mad uncomfortable with this entire situation.
Mad uncomfy. I wonder why.
Mom picked me up. I'm scared.
Who's holding the shard?
Sid.
Good.
Always
Okay.
could.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that maybe one day you might want to, I don't know, play hot potato.
Maybe one day.
I'll say right
Today,
now,
probably not.
How does the shard look right now? We're literally
Hey, yo, can
among
I get the shard in my hands?
quite a
glowing.
shit ton of undead.
The
Like a
shard
vamp-
is glowing quite brightly right now.
I was like, yeah, like we're in a castle full of vampires.
Because Sid has it, you have it in your bag of holding, yeah?
Yep.
So if you were to look at the bag of holding, there would be a noticeable bright hue of light actually emanating through the bag, and that has never been possible. Remember how I said that the shard, when it's in the presence of particularly powerful undead, it will signify the power of that undead with a certain brightness level.
No, so this time it's like
Yep.
going like church level out of the bag.
Yeah, if you were to pull it out now, you would probably blind people.
Okay. I think right now Sid's kind of just still sitting at Zegrath holding his holy symbol, slightly praying to his god. If what he says is true.
Okay. Excuse me. Jesus.
He's still mad as heck.
If fate did bring us here, then fate is a fickle bitch.
Oh.
Fate is a dancer on a tightrope.
Unfortunately, I do not believe in fate.
Go ahead, Keltry.
I was just gonna say, not fond of it myself either.
Lord Eros, he stands and he says, "My lord does not bring this request lightly. In fact, take my advice. I would accept if I were you."
Really? And what if we don't?
Then, my friend, you will become just like the rest of them, eventually.
What about what about Linetra? Was she goddess, right? Linetra?
Yeah.
So here's the cool thing about Linetra. Well, let's...
It's like we're technically working for her, right?
Yeah.
You are, but this is where it all kind of like a couple of the puzzle pieces fall into place. When historically speaking, and from what you've been taught about her in the small amounts of stuff that you've been taught, I will say, Keel, you will know most everything about this.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Keel, we can just kind of
Being her warlock, yeah.
explain this from your point of view. When Linetra created the Epicrystal out of herself, she played her wild card for everything. She effectively removed herself from the dreamscape. She removed herself from any outer connection that could potentially influence her. But obviously Vagos found a way to affect her in her then form.
Mm-hmm.
So Linetra is being sapped of power. The gods are being sapped of power. But there's no actual... She's technically not dead. And she technically can't really ever die, or if the whole dreamscape is to be taken literally, she also can't be affected by fate.
Right. In fact, what's probably just happening is she's just being hijacked.
Yep.
Or replaced, in a better sense.
So, that being said, Vagos has tapped into the one thing that no mortal should ever be able to access, or much less gain infinite power from. She is the gateway to infinite power. She's one of the three primal deities that helped shape the cosmos. At least that's what the religious texts say. And she is, if not all-powerful and omnipotent, she's certainly adjacent to that. So yeah, big problem.
What guarantees can you give to people in this room to not be consumed by the great taker of souls?
Out of game, are you talking about Vagos or Incabulos?
Vagos.
Okay.
Title card.
Yeah. He says, as he looks at you, Keel, are you wearing your pendant noticeably?
No.
Okay.
Wait, I thought you used it to get in.
Yeah, didn't you
At the front
introduce-
door,
No,
yeah,
I
you
waved-
talk.
No. I waved my book, which has the mark.
Okay.
Okay.
Which you get it only on one page, which you guys haven't seen yet.
Correct. Well, as you're probably guessing right now, they realize that you might have been either connected to him in some way or maybe like an emissary or vassal of some kind. But obviously you're proving not to be, at least currently. Yeah. Anyways, he goes to answer you. He says, Vagos is unhinged, unleashed. He has nothing stopping him from reaching limitless potential. He is gaining it slowly, but surely, sooner or later, few will be able to stand against him. However, we feel that he has also... Oh, go ahead, Sid, sorry.
I was going to say, so what is your God offering to help us?
Information for justification. We tell you, or rather our Lord tells you, some secrets that might be able to help you in your quest. And in return, you deliver him justice.
So all you're asking for is the death of Vagos.
Yes. And you would also be doing your oath a favor, and everyone in Phalorian a favor if you were to accept these terms.
Here's the part that gets me. We were already planning on killing Vagos, so this whole accept this deal and we'll give you something and you just go about what you're already doing thing. Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Your concern is valid. In fact, I would probably think the same thing if I were in your position. But, you see, we have something that he does not.
In what great hell do you have what the man with the most knowledge in the multiverse has?
Help.
And why not already give it to us? Because if we don't succeed here, you and your God are going to be gone.
My
They
Lord.
want to be left alone by the oath after this.
Our Lord is absolute and infinite. Death is perpetual. Thus he will be perpetual. But if Vagos is not stopped, Incabulos will simply become dust amongst the rest. There will be no more God of Death. There will simply be death.
If nothing alive, nothing could die. That makes sense. Who's helping?
You would be able to... We have resources at our disposal that could help you. We understand, at least from the information we've gathered from other Oath members, is that your numbers are dwindling. Our armies are growing larger. We don't intend to wreak havoc where it isn't justly deserved. But there are also those who are not under our control. There are others like us out there that exist in this state, just simply wanting to continue into the afterlife with a bit of dignity, a bit of honor. Selindar is a perfect example. They have learned to adapt to the current circumstances. They have created a normalcy where otherwise it would be considered not so. They have chosen to move on and create something from nothing. The rest of the world lives in squalor and shit and can't defend themselves. And the Dark Oath isn't doing anything about it because they're too busy hunting down answers to questions that they have sought for decades. I'm here to tell you that we can give you all of the answers you and yours have sought for so long, all for the mere price of loyalty. Zegarath at this point, he has his presence is very apparent, and I mean, if this was combat, I'd be having you guys make fear checks. But
Ew.
he just stands there. He's not saying a word. You don't even hear any grunts or even bodily movements that would suggest any kind of micro expression. He's almost like a golem.
Let me get this straight. You wish to help us, and in repayment, we stop the hunting, or at least try to stop the hunting of undead. At least non-threatening undead.
Yes. But have you not seen yet? Have you not seen the normal from the abnormal? The ones who attack wildly, killing without question, without remorse, without any kind of humanity.
Yes. I've also seen the ones who were
Alive?
good. Yeah. Now see at this point, Sid pulls out the Dark Oath sword he got on the good undead we had to fight.
Oh yeah.
Visitor?
Oh no,
No.
no, no. Just some
The
random
group
undead.
up north before we fought the dragon. There was
Right.
undead that we just killed
Yeah.
because they wouldn't listen.
Right. Yeah, they were trying to like get away, and you're like, nope.
Oh, it's when
They also got possessed, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, the shard did
Possess them.
cause them
Yeah,
to do.
it was near the end, but we mainly just wanted them to swear they wouldn't hurt people.
I'm actually glad
Something
everyone
else.
gets an inspiration point because I'm glad you guys are picking up on these subtle little hints I've been dropping.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I'll say Sid would pull out that sword and just hold it in his hands. Say, yeah, meet them. And how he can also take control over them just as easy. I regretted
We are taking a
trying them.
massive risk having it in our mere presence, but luckily you have discovered a good way for it to remain inert. And so basically what that means is even though the shard is technically connected to the dreamscape and all that other shit, the fact that it's inside a small little interdimensional space, a demi-plane, if you will, it only affects what's inside it. It can't, if there's like a dead body inside it, sure, it could affect it, but it can't actually do anything
We're
right
that
now.
big of anything.
Yeah, that big, exactly.
Don't, and also will not pull it out because apparently he can hear and see through it as well. And we wouldn't want him knowing anything that's being said here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, think of it as a moving phylactery slash power stone slash earpiece slash scope into other dimensions slash fucking font of infinite power.
So basically, Alexa.
Yeah.
yeah. He's listening to us right now, just like Amazon. But no,
Alexa, take over the world.
He's not listening to it because it's in the freaking sack, which is a good thing.
Right away, Keltry.
Why not? All right, new campaign, everybody.
Let's go.
What steps are you planning to take to help us surprise him? What's your part in this?
I'm glad you asked. As Lord of House Incabulos, I have responsibilities, of course, to not only the manor itself, but its denizens. We have a small collection of, I suppose you would call them mercenaries, that are highly trained soldiers. Of course, they're a bit past their expiration date. Fully like us. We have operatives, and we aim to install them in tactical places. We believe that most of the influence of the undead is coming from the north. They seem to be clustering towards the realm of Dor. But there is talk that they are gathering near the door to tomorrow. Have you heard of it?
Vaguely.
We were told that was the way to get back here after we died.
And that is also the last place that Secreta told you she was going to.
Yeah.
Yep.
We really should have followed up on that.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Whoopsie, made a whoopsie. $10,000.
I mean, it's kind of my own fault. I laid a bunch of shit out for you guys to.
Oh, you're fine. No, this
Follow.
isn't
No,
an open world map. We did our open world shit. Well, wait
In
6 months
fairness-
of it, but
In fairness, Keel's the one who teleported us out of the dreamscape and then took Vagos' deal.
That's
So
true.
we couldn't take the door to tomorrow out of the dreamscape after we died.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So, you guys have a choice. I mean, he'll say this. If you need time to think it over, I understand. We understand. In fact, you are more than welcome to stay the night. Your journey must have been arduous and long and hot. You don't look like you're from here.
Keel's literally we're just wearing like basically a sheet.
Keltry is sweating, but it's not because of the heat.
Yeah, you've never seen Keel in this little clothing.
I'll never do again.
No, it was either with a lot or without any.
True, actually, she's either
Again.
naked or a lot.
Again, we've seen your rib cages. There's not much left to hide. Yeah.
You're like that. I can't. Is it the Ultralisk or something? It's like the multiple rib cage. It's like rib cage inside a rib cage inside a rib cage.
Yeah, that's what she does to open up wings on her back. It's just she
Ew.
tears a rib cage out.
Don't like
Oh.
it.
The spread eagle.
We love it. You're giving me ideas. No, this is good.
Again, there's a
No, that's
reason
literally
why.
what she does. She like breaks apart her sternum, and she makes makes her ribs go back into her spine and makes wings out of it.
I hate
You
it.
were reading Viking stuff when you thought of that, didn't you, Matt?
Yeah,
No, not at all, because they do it from the back. She literally breaks apart her sternum, and it goes backwards instead of forwards.
Okay.
You're the worst.
So, do you guys have a verdict that you want to give him? That we're paused, like after he just said, that he
Do we
offered
want to
you
give a
night.
day or do we want to give an answer?
Yeah, it's up to you.
I don't want to stay the night in a house of the vamp.
Neither do I. And I vote we say yes.
Yeah, Sid doesn't like it, but he'll agree. At least for the kind undead.
The problem is knowledge is power in this campaign. But at the same time, fuck these guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like how you gonna murder people and then hide behind fate, you goddamn cowards.
Exactly.
Anyway.
There was like they never even really gave me a reason. They were just like fate.
Oh yeah, it was decreed. Therefore we did it. Like, oh, is that all you need?
Yeah, well, I mean, don't you guys worry? There's a little bit of snippet of something there I was gonna be working on.
Yeah, we're not mad at you, Tim. We're mad at them.
No, I know.
To make Zara who Zara is now.
And really, that's actually a success on my part. If you hate an NPC, then that's a win.
And also, Zigrith, we saw the piles of corpses he left up there for us, right?
Yeah. And in fact, if you say that, he simply smiles.
We spoke with dead.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, this toothy, shitty ass vampire grin just stretches across his face as you mention that.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards no, but I can understand if we feel we need to say yeah.
Zaraphine's leaning towards double crossing.
Hey,
She's not gonna
after
say that
this-
out loud, but that's what she's gonna be thinking.
Hey, after this is all done, Zara could go off to do whatever she wants.
Yeah, no, after Vagos is dead, do what you want.
Yeah. Kelchi.
Yeah.
Gonna discover
Kelchi
the
would be totally
true
down.
Zaraphine. Discover yourself.
He will look around and noticing the grimaces of like contemplation, and noticing that like everybody's like, we don't like it, but like knowledge is knowledge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, Peach. Welcome back.
We're about to make a deal with the guys to
We're figuring out if we're gonna make a this deal.
What's the last
Okay.
thing you heard, Peach?
fate.
Fate? All the way back to Fate? That was a long while ago.
a night. Yeah, that's kind of a long time ago.
It was,
Wait.
Yeah.
You're quiet again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turning him up.
No, wait,
for
we're
me.
We're good. I
Okay.
just forgot to do the last
So-
I remember was like something about Taker of Souls.
Oh,
oh,
back to
man.
the great taker of souls. So essentially, what's going on is they said they will give us some information, and they will assist us in the taking out of Vagos. But we have to make a point to attempt to stop the persecution of ambivalent to beneficial undead. As long as they don't attack the living, we don't attack them.
Well, I mean, that's kind of been how we've been doing it anyways, for the most part. Like,
just,
we haven't...
This is not the party that's like a hard thing to do.
It's
Because
just
quite
the
literally,
problem is,
literally every single one of us has like a flavor of undeath.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just
I
hate
ju-
these guys.
Yeah, I just hate these guys in particular and really want to, like, slit their
Oh,
throats, you know?
absolutely.
Well, I
And
love.
I understand.
The problem is like you can't really. It's hard to spare them when they get force fed like a sip of the purple Kool-Aid. Like
Yeah.
whenever we encounter them, it's like
So
ooh.
I'm voting yes for ulterior motives.
I love-
Alvarez on the side of no, but he can understand a yes. I think Sid's a yes.
Yep.
I love that
Hate
you
them.
guys are on like getting into the politics of all this shit now.
Yeah.
Sid's on a yes, and Tristan's on a I want to kill these guys right now, but let's say yes and double cross them later.
I say yes. I think it's a good idea.
Oh,
I
I
heard
haven't
Jane
looked
say
for-
yes. That may
I have
help
no
John.
problem with these guys.
Yeah, so
oh, yeah.
very quiet from me.
Yeah,
Well,
he's still
listen.
really quiet for me, too, but...
Here's the
Yeah, you're
thing.
still kind of quiet, but
turn
Rel-
off the 200%. It sounds okay.
religiously speaking, the undead that are kind of sentient and they have a way of life still. Those are a win for Incabulos because they're technically souls that have, they have that influence on their own fates again. But of course, with the shard going around, as long as the shard is in the presence of these things, anything can happen.
Okay. So do you guys want me to I think it's like 4-1, yes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you
It's a
guys
reluctant
okay?
yes.
Are you guys okay with me making the deal?
Are you gonna make a good deal?
Because I do have some like addings that I want to put in there to make sure that we also don't get totally screwed and left out to dry.
What if you run it by us first?
Okay, so basically what I'm gonna say is that agreed. However, during the time, General Guy does his best to not does his best to like lower the amount of slaughter in the north. 2, we stay in constant contact with both the General Dude and the Vampire Guy, so we know their moving parts, so we're able to more effectively work with them when we plan on springing the trap on Vegas.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
This will certainly provide a bit more role play and strategic maneuvering going forward.
Yeah, those are my 2 parts. As I want to have direct connection to both of them to know what their plans are, so we can move around them, and also just so like we know to like avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
If like because we still have to put up appearances that we're going to fight these guys to Vagos.
That's the other thing too, because
It's not appearances. She's gonna wreck them.
this does kind of signal in more ways than one that there is a war brewing.
Yeah, and it's everybody against Vagos.
Yeah.
And Vagos is none the wiser.
Yeah. It's none the wiser. He can only see and hear out of every living fucking soul on the fucking.
Yeah, you see that fan?
Funny you should say that. Keel.
Wait, hold up. If he can see and hear out of every soul, then we don't. Then these 2 are fucking idiots for even having a conversation out loud.
That's
What
kind
the hell are we
of
supposed to do? Have this like the conversation through like blinking Morse code?
Yes.
Nice. The idea is
no blinky Morse code.
Well, they're also kind of going at it with a sort of cavalier approach because they're dead, and I don't know. There's just something about dying again that just loses its luster,
True. I'm Zim. I'm gonna say having an omniscient villain, kind of makes it so we can't sneak around the guy.
Well,
Have a downer.
There are ways you can potentially get around his vision. You just have yet to discover them.
Have these 2? Because if not, these 2 are fucking stupid.
They're of course they're stupid. Everybody's stupid. Everyone's like, oh, la-di-da, and we're just going to keep going. Oh, the plague, oh, we're dying. I'm just going to keep farming my melons here.
But no, these 2 are supposed to be the traitors to Vagos.
Yes.
They get probably not very smart.
Well, if you think about it, if all souls are kind of connected to him in this point anyways, it doesn't matter where you are or who you're telling. So, I mean, it's like... It's kind of like them proclaiming war.
Maybe we're gonna get lucky and he's not looking at us right now. Like he's got 10 billion cameras, and he's looking at him.
He's just a guy sitting on a chair.
Right some shit.
Yeah. Vegas is
like
just like eating chips at the security.
Sitting at a
it's
billion
like
cameras. Yeah.
It's like in a paranoia, how like friend computer is always watching, but there's always a chance that he's not watching like at this particular moment. You know?
Yeah.
I was wondering that when I was like, wait, because you said we were being scryed on like all the time, and now we're sitting here like making plans against him. But I just was like, I'm not gonna question
Dude.
it. I mean, hey,
Dude, playing paranoia with you guys would be fucking lit.
So
I just realized.
also I have a final. So I know this is really stupid, but I do want to make sure these two aren't going to screw us in the end.
Okay. How do you want to do that?
True
Put their
names
name in the
have
book.
power over people, correct?
That's yeah. According to the lore, there's dark speech and then the words of creation. Words of creation is basically true name stuff. So yes.
Do people actively know their true names?
No. In fact, finding anybody who understands or even knows about true names is 1 in a million, if not more. The odds are very low.
Okay. I was hoping if there was a way to like get these guys to like sign a contract in true names, to make sure that like you can't screw us here.
Interesting.
that's usually Faye, isn't it?
Do you have the book?
We do.
Yep.
Yeah, we haven't
I do.
touched it because it's sketch.
Evil.
But yeah,
You know what? Let's fucking do this. Why don't you roll me a D100? Do you want to produce the book
Yeah, I'll let's produce them.
and then maybe write something in it that could,
Okay.
constitute some kind of contract?
Well,
The issue, I want everybody to sign.
Okay.
oh,
well, is everybody
that-
agreeing to it?
if that states that we will not hurt them, Zarfin will not sign.
Hey, yeah.
No. The specific is to hurt no undead that actively and maliciously hurts a mortal being.
Oh.
In other words,
I get the
leave the
loophole.
sentient, non-hostile undead alone. Kill
But-
the chaotic
Yeah.
feral ones.
Yeah, but it also leaves these two into the contract. Like leaves these two at fair game
These two
because
attacking another human being again, they're now on the chopping.
yeah, they're motherfuckers. We got a vampire and dude leading an undead army.
Again, though, Zarfin wants to be able to kill them.
I thought we also count against it.
We
These
will.
guys actually harmed people before.
Yeah,
We
there's
will.
that's the kind of the gray area here, especially now that you learn that Zegrath is not only in league with the god of death, but also just kind of making all these moves around Phalorian and the whole pile of bodies of Dark Oath members. Again, it wasn't personal. It was meant to be a message like, leave us alone.
So can we please agree to this? If they hurt another person, another mortal being, you can have at them, Tristan.
This is crazy. You guys are finally discovering the fact that there's sentient undead that just want to exist.
I mean, we kind of knew
we
that.
ran into them.
No,
But
we didn't
honestly,
realize-
to be honest, I thought that was like a one thing.
A different.
No,
Yeah, I didn't
I-
realize it was an entire faction, but like,
I figure, like, I knew it. That's
It's
why
a
every
little
time we've come across them, I've talked to them before we, like, have started, like, killing them first.
It is kind of a faction, like you said,
Yeah,
with
it's a large faction.
there's the undead who are controlled by Vagos. There's the ones that don't want to be controlled by Vagos and just want to be left alone. And then there's the ones that are trying not to die and become undead. And then there's, it's just a whole bunch of shit.
So
Yep.
to be honest, how I feel about like Vagos's omniscience now is like he's able to hear everything, but I feel like the shard and like people who like worship him, those weirdos are like magnifying glasses for that ability. That's how I'm now picturing it.
What?
So yeah, no.
Does everyone agree?
Would you be Zarfin? You don't have to if you don't want to. I will not add that stipulation in there.
Here, what we're going to do is this. Lordios is going to look at you specifically, Zara. And he's going to say, You came to me wondering why I did it.
Yes.
If you agree, I will tell you. The
Better be
thirst
good
for
reason.
knowledge.
It better be a good damn fucking reason, Zim.
We're gonna.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Fine. I agree.
Hey, Sid pulls out the book.
72 out of 69. We're close enough to 69.
It's
Kind of nice.
We're 3 off of 69. I know that's the number you like
all right,
picking.
I gotta roll. Where's my D? There we go.
I'm still gonna say that Sid's still holding on to the book. You can write in it all you want.
Wow. So maybe I can't turn my camera on. So I wanted it to be within 10 of my roll, and I got a 79.
Let's go.
Nice.
Hey.
So what do you want to put in that contract, other than? I mean, do you have any extra fluff, or is it basically the "I won't touch you, you don't touch my people" kind of shit?
Yeah, essentially. It's a non-aggression pact between the undead and the living, with a specificity of the killing of Vagos by all parties, or the attempting to kill Vagos of all parties.
Okay. I think then you write that out on a blank page in the book, and it's almost as if the page drinks in the ink and it disappears for a moment and then kind of wisps back into formation on the page, almost like it's cataloging it as thus written. You know,
Keel bites her thumb and puts her thumbprint into it.
sealed in blood.
Ew.
Give me another D100 roll.
Oh God.
41. That's not funny.
You're lucky. You are so lucky. You notice that when you seal it in blood, the page also drinks in a little bit of the blood.
Please tell me it puts in a new name for me.
Oh, man. How am I going to do this? True names are supposed to be something crazy. Like, if you read in the 3-5 books about true names, that they're just ridiculous letters thrown together.
Random name generator. I mean number
You know what?
generator.
You know what? You know what? I think I have it. She who brings together.
Right, but how
He's a
does that
keel.
get...
He's a keel.
That's a title.
True names can be the actual essence of a person.
All right. So I think what we'll do is this. You're going to roll a D100 5 times. And that'll be your true name. I got a chart.
All right. 46, 38, 19, 90 bar.
R.
90 R.
Okay.
90 bar. And 39.
So type this out.
Okay.
LUC JED. We got 19. That's going to be EG. And then we got 94.
94.
That is going to be YI. And then 39 for the last one is going to be JAH.
So
Luke, you-
okay, so now I ask that everybody, if they do that, they now get to learn their true names.
that is your true name.
I know, but can everybody learn their true names now? Since I rolled so amazingly with my D100s.
If everybody you surmise that if everybody provides blood,
I'm not providing blood to the creepy book.
I'll do it.
Well,
That's-
it's the way to make
That-
sure our oath is kept.
As the person who is like constantly cutting themselves to power up their bow, that's hilarious.
When you say I'm not putting my blood in the book, Key like literally looks at you and like, they'll have to too.
Still got some left over right there.
Well, not all of us.
I can bite you. Her tooth grows into like a sharp needle point.
so as you present this to Lord Eros, he stands up and walks towards you and looks at the contract, declares it as sound, and he takes a dagger from his waist. It's a really interesting looking dagger. In fact, the craftsmanship is kind of, it definitely wasn't forged by any kind of hands that might come from a mortal. This thing is visceral in design and jagged. And he just kind of serrates a little bit of his palm. He drips some of it onto the page, and it hardens like wax in an instant. And then he takes a seal from his desk nearby, and he stamps it. And he says, "It is so sworn. Welcome to the fold, brethren."
Is anybody else going to put blood on the page?
Keel,
do it.
please put a stipulation for him never to call us brother again. And Keltree like just bites down on his thumb and then smears the blood on the page.
Ew.
That's raw.
Okay.
Yep.
What is his true name?
Oh, man.
Correct.
Roll me 5 D100s.
5 D100s. Okay.
Well, yeah, because of my D100s, we now get access to them.
We got a 64, 62, 50, 54, and 23.
Okay.
It's almost
We got
constantly all together.
PUL.
That's a good spread.
We'll go with
P-U-L.
OKK. OBLA. JAH. And that is it.
Okay.
Mark this down on your sheet if you can. Let me. Did you get it?
I was getting my OneNote ready.
Oh, don't worry, I got it for you. PULOKKOBLAJAH.
Wow, what a beautiful name.
No longer, Joe.
Does anyone have a dagger?
Haluka Blaha?
Keel rips out one of her teeth and hands it to you.
Oh, it's
I'm
perfect
so-
size.
Yep. Sid will hold the book up for you.
Yo, Sid doesn't
I'll
have blood.
Poke my finger.
Yeah.
Does he
And,
put grease?
Jane's poking her finger.
and I'll put my thumb.
Did I write that down right?
Let me POL
Pulokablaha.
KKO KKO BLAJ BLAJ AH. Yep, correct.
Pulokablaha. There we go.
Haluka Blaha. A Rim Penrose meme.
Like, So hold up. If we're doing like first last names, that's mine. How do you think I feel?
Gia.
It's Lokjid Gija.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Gija.
at Gija.
Lokjid Gija.
Sorry. It's just basically vowels and consonants mashed together and then
What's gonna be
randomized.
awful is if like this is close to like some dialect I don't freaking know.
Lakshijija.
I will say that some of this does kind of stand out a little bit in, well, what the Keswick taught you. Some of the wording and phrasing that you're seeing unfold on the page is very familiar. The phonetics of it.
So like seeing these words are like unlocking parts of like hidden information that's been locked from me because you know the Keswick are
The
assholes that
Keswick,
lock
they
information.
like to keep their secrets. Yes,
So
absolutely.
everything I've learned is like behind a lock, like a mental block by this guy's asshole of a mother. And so I probably know everything that's gonna happen,
Well, so
but it's locked away.
here's the thing, though. This is going back to the foundation of the cosmos. These words, this language, this power. This power is older than any magic you've ever known and is, by all accounts, the progenitor. So, knowing it is very powerful.
So Jane, what are your 5 letters?
Oh,
Or
Jane.
what are your 5?
Tiny little finger. Okay, so we got H-A-B
Ab.
R-E-R-N-E-L-A-E-S.
Brenalas?
Hebraernalas.
Brenalas. Sid, get a can opener.
I don't bleed.
Pour some oil on that bitch. See
I
if it
didn't know
works.
Sid has oil.
If I prick his finger, does anything come out?
The needle bends.
yeah.
Hebraernalas.
She turns one of her teeth into like a sharpened like tusk, pulls
At
it out.
least-
This should
At
work.
least Jane's kind of sounds like it could be Elvish or something, you know?
Please tell me there's a way to
Yep,
get
sounds
Sid
alright.
right now.
There's... Wait, what'd you say?
So she makes like a sharpened tusk, just like tries stabbing his finger, trying to get like something
Oh,
out.
man. Eros is just... He's wondering what you're doing. And in fact, he looks a little impatient.
Give me a fucking
Can
second,
we
you
learn
asshole!
his true name?
You have yet to have him sign it. You guys are all signing it right now.
That Eros already did.
I thought
Eros
Eris
did.
Oh, right, with the... Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I brain fart. Yep. Yes, he cut his
Honesty.
hand with a rather vicious-looking blade.
Oh, Sid's holding the book up to Zara.
Isn't this book pure evil? Didn't we already discover that this book is pure evil?
Yeah, and now that
I didn't
our true
know
names
that.
are in it, now that our true names
I
are in
put
it,
my blood in it.
if we break the contract, something bad has to happen to us.
Yeah. But also
Don't
we
you
don't
worry.
need this book.
Don't you worry. I have something planned for that, if that ever occurs.
Zarfi does not want to do this.
Listen, if they break the contract, you're good to kill them.
Right. But what happens if you break the contract?
You're taking away Zara's vengeance.
Zara has vengeance. Sid might come across someone that he thoroughly dislikes. Maybe certain
already did.
circumstances, like for example, how about this? What if you go to like Selendar and you realize that maybe they're like sacrificing living individuals?
Then they're free game.
Yeah, they go
Yeah.
against the contract.
They're free game.
So
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
So hey, Tristan, want to know your vengeance?
What?
Lord Eros has a problem drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, if he harms.
Also,
Now we can only get it from willing people.
You.
Which technically, though, causing somebody to bleed is causing harm.
No.
Hey,
No.
you know-
No. I'm pretty sure Lord Eros isn't going to sign something that makes it so he can't feed. He's only going to be able to do it from volunteers now. So he now can't harm people anymore. Your vengeance is this man will never kill like that again, or freaking the evil book is going to get him.
Yep.
Also,
But why would I want the evil book to do it when I want to do it myself?
What if the
also,
evil book
Zara,
sends you?
Zara, we can kill him as a retirement plan.
the other thing is, I mean, the book, sure, it has its own agenda, if you could call it that, but you yourself, you're operating on your own
Is he trying to
volition.
push it on us?
No, yeah, I'm saying you have options.
I'm trying to push it on.
Yeah, we can sign now, kill Vagos, and then we'll do a tour of the world, wiping out all the assholes we don't want to deal with anymore.
The problem here is not just like, oh, I don't want to break the contract. It's an evil book, like a purely evil book. Why are we giving our blood to pure evil?
It
Just
holds
for-
the
Hey,
words
in
of
my
dark
defense,
speech.
no one told me it was an evil book.
It's a holy evil book.
I was not warned this was an evil book.
It made one of our
No.
party members go mad at one point.
Oh yeah, we probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah, no.
I would-
Because
As
You know-
it's too late now.
Hey, Jane,
Well-
maybe Jane should think twice before she signs random books.
Well, actually, it wasn't the book. It was the writing that made him go mad, not the book.
Yeah, and then the book became corrupted because of the writing. So we're not writing it in black speech.
No.
Oh my god.
So Sid put his cut up hand that's been attacked by my can opener of a tooth.
That
Is that
broke
even
on his skin.
Okay,
No,
that
no,
sounds
no, no.
gross.
I made a husk in the middle of my face.
Let's just get one of those angle grinders and just, you know,
Oh,
Bring it-
that's
bring
such
it
a good
right-
idea. She turns one of her teeth into a file, plucks it out, and just starts.
Or kind of more stipulation of its essence. It's like burn mark.
Fair enough. Does that make a true name?
I guess I could take that.
Anyway,
Like,
he's
he doesn't
using
really
the-
have blood.
No.
And he's using to take out his own power itself to do it.
Just
Okay, here we go.
Though
Ooh,
it may only count for one of the souls.
I was actually going to do this. So you kind of provide your own little insignia, I guess, a burn mark, if you will, something that you will into scripture. But as soon as you put it down, it fades and disappears.
Yeah.
nothing.
Into nothing. Yeah, the page doesn't even do anything.
But we don't get a true name from Sid.
No.
Oh, that's upsetting. Zarafane, your turn.
Damn.
That-
Zara looks
I'm
at
sorry, Sid, but it is for a reason.
Yeah.
Zara looks at
We're
Sid,
gonna learn
kind
it.
of like,
We're gonna learn it over at the new place, Amonkhet.
Amamad.
Zara's gonna look at Sid
Amonkhet
and
is
and the wheels are gonna be turning in her head like, this is my loophole. This is who gets to kill him for me.
You should get someone better.
I wish I could give you another inspiration point, Zarafine, because that's exactly why I put that
Do
in
it.
there.
Give her another. Give her another inspiration.
He is technically not. I can't, according to rules, but he is technically
Rules.
not beholden to these rules.
Terms now.
Yeah, these terms.
It's only seeing that she will stab her finger with an arrow and put it down. But so she has magic blood, right? Like that's blood hunter, like blood magic, right? I don't know. Does that make a difference?
Blood
Probably not.
magic. Yeah, I
Might
don't.
burn through the pages.
I don't think it affects it in any way. At least not from what I remember about when I was creating it. But I will say that Sid, again, it doesn't really acknowledge you.
That makes it sad.
But the others don't notice that.
Besides Zara.
Besides Zara.
I'd say for a moment his eyes kind of go black.
You thinking good thoughts, buddy?
Just
Zim, we got your
I'm
number
not in a
scored
good
for
mood.
Zara.
All right. Starting with a 57. That's going to be OX. And then we got JED. LUN TIDOR.
what the heck is with all the 50s?
Oxjedalunitador.
That's a name.
Okay, so now we
He's
have
north.
how many parts of the soul are there?
There's supposedly, I think
6,
it's
right?
6. Yep.
Okay, so now never mind. Now all we have to do is find the 6th person and Sid's, and figure out it's probably Raven's character. It's probably Rowan, and then we have to figure out their true name, and we have all the true names of the parts of Lenetra's soul.
Wait, Peltry, you wanna know what's funny? Is Zaraphine's
It's
original
Viking coded.
her original PC like picture was literally looked like a Viking, like almost like Viking coded Norse.
So now that you've all signed,
No, one person's missing.
Oh, the general dude. No,
Right.
hold up. I don't think he should actually be part of the sign.
well, I mean, he
Why?
doesn't
He's
have
the
blood to
one-
give either.
He'd be
Yeah.
murdering everyone.
The thing is, though, is I think we should just do him word of mouth.
Even with that, everybody does kind of come to an agreement. And the book, it finalizes everything. It is written in blood and ink. And should it not come to pass, consequences ensue. And at this moment, as you take the book back and conclude the business at hand, Eros looks at you, Zara, and he says, "Now that that matter is handled, I suppose you'd like to learn the truth. If you'd like to learn it in private, I have a side room just beyond these doors."
No, you can tell me here.
Very well.
Your father smelled of elderberries, and your mother was a hamster.
Oh my god. He's kind of looks to you and nods in agreement, and he says, "Your parents, your family, in fact, everyone They were meant to fuel a ritual. Their souls. Your mother, her soul was taken. And he looks at you with that look like maybe you do
Knuckle
know
drop.
what. Yeah. And then he says, the rest. They became fuel. They are collectively what you would call a phylactery.
Oops.
They are now one with Vagos. Should part of him die in some way, your family, their souls power his. He will return. Which is why there is one final key. Going forward, if you wish to free your family from his grasp, I have one solution, but you need to be willing and unafraid.
She just kind of like nods for him to go on.
He says, as he looks to Zegrith, he says, perhaps you'd like to reintroduce yourself. And it's at this point where Zegrith kind of steps forward, and there's a little bit of light from the hearth that casts over his face. And Zara, the last time you saw his face, it was in the bitter cold and it was snowing. And you couldn't quite catch it. But now, amidst the darkness of the study and the
Don't do the
fire
treason.
raging, you can see a shape to the face that you know all too well. Your dad.
No.
And that's where we'll end it, folks.
That's
What are you
exactly where we're gonna
talking
end it.
about?
Your father killed Ellison.
He killed so many people.
And one we liked.
Hey,
And
It was,
Hey.
I was about to fight him.
hey,
Still could.
hey, Zara, welcome to the club.
Yep, welcome to the club. Family issues.
Oh.
Welcome to the parents still alive and we hate them club.
3 members now.
What in the hell?
Your dad is
We
the
already
leader
have
of
the
an
Nazi
undead
clothes.
army.
How did he go from a simple village man to this?
Through
Vagos.
very extreme
Necromancy.
manipulation. Yes.
Family reunion.
So her mother's soul was taken, so she's not controlled by Vagos, or she is?
She is. She is a taken. Therefore, she technically is immortal. as long as he exists, and she will always reappear after her death or defeat every single time. And your father is a sentient undead.
Oh my god.
Liam, I hate you. I love you. BRB.
So, oh my god, stressed. So her dad's been out, but like, that's not how she. Like, her dad wasn't always like this, like general murderous person. Like, she doesn't like. But then again, it's also been a few hundred years, right? Or I don't know.
He's
right?
been warped, yeah. Time and influence, all that stuff has warped him.
Tristan, there's only one thing you gotta know. Fuck Vagos.
So, but he's here now. So how can he be under Vagos if he's here though too?
He's technically not, and you also don't know the full story yet. I will reveal that as we go forward, and now that you know this information.
Yeah. It could be like slight moments of sanity or breaking off of his control.
I can't give you every bit of information right now.
Oh my god. Her father's hideous.
Yeah, he's not a... No, he's a 0 on the charisma scale.
Yeah. It's not that he killed 1,000 people. He just doesn't look hot.
It's like, Dad,
Just not hot enough.
Dad, am I going to look like that with your age?
He's turned into Zegrath. That's his name now.
That's what he's
wonderful.
called, yes.
It must be that one killing me.
Have you always had this planned?
Yes.
Oh.
Eh.
Oh my god. He killed so many people.
That's
Okay, maybe we...
You didn't happen to notice the slightly ashen color to his now pale skin?
Well, no, because Zara's new ref, she looks like she is like almost all black, right?
She's yeah. Well, that's the new pic she chose. Yeah, for sure. I'll be right back. Gotta use the bathroom, but keep talking.
My new ref is because I was able to actually get a drow.
Got still a bit of ashiness in it.
For reference, Peach, I actually posted it into Takers, but my original reference photo is like she pale as all hell.
Yeah, maybe.
I see.
Maybe we are gonna have to go into Selendar just to see if we can find a bar for Zara.
Don't worry.
This seems like the kind of things. This seems like the kind of situation where brain cells need to die.
I still got. I can't remember how much, but one small keg and probably bits of another keg of some sweet berry honey wine.
Oh my god.
That and the fire coffee.
I am shook. I am shooketh. I can't. Even the armor. Look at his armor. Look at his armor and then look at Zarafine's reference photo, the first one.
Like the original one? Oh.
Yeah. If you pull up Zagrath's photo and then her, look at the armor.
Yeah.
I don't know if Zim did it on purpose, but dang.
He got your ass, man.
Next time you do something with something that everyone knows is very evil, maybe let me know. I mean, I still would know, but I would like to know.
Peach, you didn't ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you brought this creepy black book
I didn't think someone was going to suggest.
Well, I mean, when he said who has the
book to sign.
He said who has the book, and I said nobody's looked at it because it's creepy as all hell.
Yeah.
Creepy does not equal evil, though.
What I missed?
Take a look at Zegrath's armor, and then take a look at my first profile picture's armor.
Wait, where?
In Zegrath.
And Zegrath. Zegrath is in
the journal near the top.
What?
They kind of similar.
Zegrath in...
Where's Zegrath 1?
It's in the journal in Roll20 at the top.
Oh, okay. There's a journal.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Where our characters are.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
where it's always been.
And then Zaraphine's and the one you just posted. Oh my god.
And then the hair and the face.
Yeah, no, they're literally inversions of each other.
So you like that then?
Dude,
Their armors are
Did you
inversions of each
do the
other.
armor on purpose? The armor is extremely similar.
I tried my best.
I love you, Sim.
That's
That's probably-
insanity. You put in so much effort into this. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like her father. Truly it does.
And Lord Vendrick looks like his twink.
It's Jesus.
Actually, it kind of reminds me of what's one of the leaders of Zon again match?
Oh god. So there's
The secret guy.
Silco?
Silco?
No, the secret guy. I'm not Zon, the Noxus.
Oh, you're talking about Swain.
Yeah, Swain. He kind of looks like Swain, but with
Honey, this
elf
is a
heels.
note here, Clipper.
Okay. Well,
It's
with that
just up to
lovely cliffhanger,
Oh my god. I can't
I-
stand you.
I think that's where we're gonna call it for this week.
No, she's going
And-
to sleep, baby. Oh, no,
I'm
And-
quitting this
Did
campaign
you have
right
a nice
now.
family reunion,
Yeah.
Tristan?
And I
no, you're gonna sleep in your room tonight.
honestly, this has been a long time coming from me. I've had this information for quite some time, and
Oh
I've
my
been
God.
waiting to reveal it. And I'm glad that you came this way. As soon as you mentioned that you guys were coming to House Incabulos, I was like, yes.
Zara wanted vengeance, and little does she know.
hey, we can still get vengeance.
The
Just because he's
wall,
dead doesn't mean he's off limits.
the wall of anti-magic, I was very surprised you guys did as well as you did.
I'm surprised I survived that.
And I mean, just everything that has transpired is both really good for the momentum of the campaign, as well as just answering more questions that you guys have had.
Oh my god. So what were you gonna do if we fell into the lava?
You guys probably would have ended up in the dreamscape.
Okay. I was like, that would have sucked.
Because the
Oh,
shard
yeah.
kind of does have
you
that.
shoot him in the head, and as you do, the light of your arrow passes over his face, and you realize in that last second before the arrow pierces his eye, it's the face of your father.
Oh yeah.
Falls to the ground, dead.
Oh my god. Could you imagine if we actually decided to fight?
What?
Sid's still come
Oh,
on.
I scared
this
I
guy.
scared Ophelia with my description. It's okay, honey.
Yep, Matt, you're a bad guy now.
Okay. Hey. So the reason I'm laughing is because Tristan doesn't know the world of hurt she's in for my Friday game. If this is upsetting to her.
You shouldn't laugh at me.
Wait, what Friday game?
Oh,
We have Dungeons of Drakenheim.
Oh, I thought it was on a different day now.
Oh, it's a Thursday game now. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, her character's looking for her sister, and Tristan, I hope you're okay with mourning.
Yeah, dang. She dead?
I'm not gonna confirm nor deny it.
Well, you just said I hope you're okay with mourning, so she's dead.
I'd also be just like lying.
To be fair, also,
It-
Tristan, you
we
do
don't
tend to
talk
choose the characters that, have traumatic.
Well, I love you guys. I gotta
Pass.
put my kid to bed. Bye.
I mean,
Bye.
Yeah.
her character isn't too bad. She got kicked out of her noble family because they don't allow mageborn in that world to be nobles, so they sent her away and she became a bard through like a traveling circus type thing. And then the only person who ever stuck contact with her was her sister, and so now she's trying to find her because her sister's missing.
Shit.
It's not
Okay.
awful.
Your sister is dead.
Probably. This world is
Okay.
kind of nutty. It's like there's like a whole crater, like the whole world just kind of up in arms.
Yeah, like Dark Souls. It's messed
And then
up.
my new character for you in Elisara isn't that bad. She just wanted to run away to find some independence.
Just wait till she gets traumatized.
Now she's just stuck in a.
I know. Now she's
When she
traumatized.
returns home and her entire family is dead.
It's like, what the fuck is that? And then, yeah, you're fighting it all of a sudden.
I know. It's just like, wait, what is this? That was a great battle for me to pop in on my first time in the campaign.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Not sorry.
It was scary. All right, I gotta go do my midterm.
All right, have fun. I'll see everyone next week.
See you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump on my bed, go to sleep,
Word.
and I wake up in 4 hours.
Man.
See you guys later.